Emmerdale's Amy Walsh and EastEnders Toby-Alexander's love story as they welcome baby. Emmerdale star Amy Walsh and her EastEnders boyfriend Toby-Alexander Smith confirmed they were expecting in September, announced the birth of their first child in a sweet post celebrating the new year on social media. Even though they're soap rivals, Emmerdale's Amy Walsh and EastEnders Toby-Alexander Smith are enjoying a fairy tale romance off-screen. The couple first met in the audience of Strictly Come Dancing in 2019, and their shared love of crisps and wine sparked the beginnings of their relationship. Amy and Toby began dating in 2020, just before the COVID-19 lockdown, and in September last year, they announced they were expecting their first child together. The soap star duo then confirmed they were a family of 3 in a sweet post on social media to celebrate the new year, revealing Amy had given birth over the Christmas period. "Well, it's been a busy week. Hope you all had a good one. Happy New Year from the 3 of us," they said in a joint statement, alongside a photo of them looking lovingly at their newborn. We take a look at their love story, as they entered 2022 as new parents. Love at first sight. Amy and Toby first met in 2019, as they were members of the Strictly Come Dancing studio audience, and the EastEnders star was instantly smitten. They recalled their first meeting in an interview on Loose Women back in September last year, and they revealed it was pure chance. They were seated next to each other on the front row. "He walked in and sat next to me and I turned around to my friend and I was like, he's so fit. And then we were just chatting all night and really got on," Amy explained. Toby cheekily confessed he enjoyed being sat next to Amy in the snug, Strictly audience, and was thankful for the close seating as it meant they could indulge in some serious flirting. "So it was about 4.5 hours of, you're alright? Do you want me to just wiggle around a little bit?" he joked. They met again in the bar after the show ended, and Toby plucked up the courage to speak to Amy, despite her being surrounded by sister Kimberly Walsh and some of her Emmerdale co-stars. "I wanted to say goodbye to her, and as I looked over, she had the biggest glass of red wine and a packet of roast chicken crisps, and I thought, that is a woman after my own heart," he recalled. But Amy was mortified. He approached her while she was eating crisps, and said she felt like an idiot. "When he came up to me to ask me out, I was stood there like, hey, with my crisp packet under my armpit and, yeah, you can have my number," she laughed. Brought together by COVID. The couple didn't waste any time once they had locked eyes on each other during Strictly, and their blossoming romance moved very quickly. They decided to move into together just before the COVID-19 lockdown in March 2020, and Amy said it didn't seem like a massive decision at the time, because they had no idea how long the restrictions would last. "I guess because none of us knew how long that would be, did we?" she said, as she revealed they had decided to play it by ear, because her place had more space than his did. "And then it obviously ended up being 3 months, Amy added, as she told the Loose Women panel that it was a blessing in disguise, as it meant they could really get to know each other. "We were both obviously off work because both the shows stopped filming for 3 months, which was just a blessing in disguise for us because it was the first time we properly got to live together and spend a good amount of time together instead of doing long distance, and it just made us," Amy explained. "I guess people say it can make you or break you, the lockdown, and yeah, it was a good version for us," she smiled. And baby makes 3. Amy announced she and Toby were expecting their first child in September, and in an interview with OK! Magazine, the actress confessed she was nervous about falling pregnant because she suffers from polycystic ovary syndrome. "It feels as though the way everything happened was meant to be. I thought I might struggle with fertility, so for pregnancy to happen quite easily and when I wanted, I was gobsmacked. We feel incredibly lucky," Amy said. Toby said he was ready for fatherhood, and added, "There's never a perfect time. You could always think, we could do with a bigger house or investing more time in our careers, but if you've met the right person, then that's it." She initially revealed she was due in December, and in a touching statement, Amy and Toby revealed they were parents after the actress gave birth over Christmas. "Well, it's been a busy week. Hope you all had a good one. Happy New Year from the 3 of us," they said, alongside a picture of them pushing a pram.